think the most important or most exciting thing about this work is that we're always inspired in a way. Like sometimes I'm surprised myself that I get still excited about clothes. Also ich bin Lucie Meier, ich komme von Zermatt und ich bin heute Co-Creative Director von Chill Sander in Milano. Oh, please, for me, I believe that you want me this time. Can't believe I love you tonight. So I grew up in Zermatt. I stayed in Switzerland until I was 18 years old. I went to Florence to study fashion marketing, where I met my husband, who was at the time living in New York. So I followed him to New York, then decided to study fashion design, moved to Paris, studied, and got the chance to start at Louis Vuitton right out of school. After that, I went to Balenciaga, followed by Dior, and then we were called to come to Chill Sander. The way we work, because I work very closely with my husband, usually we start with a conversation. I mean, I shouldn't say we start, because there's an ongoing conversation and an ongoing dialogue. So things that are important to us come up, things that we notice, or exhibitions we see, or a movie we see, or music we hear. We're a bit of a sponge, I guess, and then it stays with us, and then eventually something comes out that we feel very strongly about, and that's the start of a new collection or a new project. Usually we start with a conversation after having, a lot of time to digest things, and then we put a brief together of an idea or a concept that we have that we then share with our teams. And our teams then elaborate and come back, and we go back and forth with them. And then it becomes organically something in a very tight time frame in a way, because we have a lot of collections overlapping and teams are constantly working on their project. It's all about emotions at the end of the day, what we do. It's obviously there's a function to it, but it has to be emotional for the pieces to be really desirable. So I think there's a lot of fashion also out there that is in a way created for image, but not so much for the wearer. Good fashion for me is like clothing that I enjoy wearing, that make me feel good mentally and physically, that touch me. It's hard to explain, but emotional connection maybe happens when you really identify with a piece, or you feel a piece making you feel good or happy, or makes you smile, or gives you just like a comfort, or you feel stronger. You have an empowering element to it. The realness of a piece where it has a beautiful aesthetic, but it's just as functional. That's, I think, when it's a winning combination. I think my success probably comes from a lot of hard work and being surely also in the right place at the right time. I'm sure there's luck involved, but I definitely worked hard for it. Yeah, I always had a very positive attitude towards my work, and I always took it very seriously. I think what's most important in this job is to stay inspired and to inspire other people. I think it's important to know how to deal with stress and to be resourceful, because I think nothing ever really plays out the way you plan it. My message to future designers would be, it's a beautiful business, but it takes a lot of work. I think it's wonderful to work with people in this business, because most people you're going to find are very passionate. I think it's extremely important to respect absolutely everybody along the way in whatever position they are. because you need everybody to make something happen. And I think also, just to stay really positive and motivated and inspired no matter what.